I got 38,000 subscribers, over 2 million channel views, and one video with over 1.5 million views. But because I built the wrong kind of audience, I'm actually starting from zero again on this channel. So in this video, I'm going to show you why a big subscriber count doesn't always turn into real income, why YouTube ads should only be treated like extra cash, and how I'd build a YouTube channel differently if the goal was to make money from products, services, and a real audience. So most people think subscribers are the finish line. They think once you get a big enough number next to your name, like 38,000, everything else starts working automatically. They think that the money comes in, the opportunities show up in your inbox, they think the business builds itself, and they think that now you're officially a successful creator. But after building my main channel called Ully, I realized that's not how this game actually works for most people. My old channel was self-improvement commentary over Minecraft gameplay. It was the type of channel where I'd talk about having discipline and habits and motivation, mindset, life advice. And to be fair, that channel did work in a lot of ways. I had my one video that got 1.5 million views, and that helped the channel grow a lot. I had a great audience, I made a couple $1,000s from ads. I learned how one strong video can completely change the size and trajectory of a channel. So I'm not sitting here acting like that channel was a failure. A lot of people would love to have those results, and I'm really grateful that I got them. But the part I didn't fully understand at the time was that views and subscribers don't automatically equal income. They can help you make money, but they're not the same thing as building a business. That's the mistake that a lot of creators make. They think the whole goal is to get attention. So they chase viral ideas, trending formats, high retention editing, good thumbnails, and whatever else gives them the best chance of getting picked up by the algorithm. Which is good, but it doesn't work for a lot of people. You do need attention. If nobody watches your content, then nothing else really matters. But attention by itself doesn't mean you have something that can turn into real income. The better question to ask is, who are you getting attention from? Because there's a huge difference between getting watched by random people and getting watched by the right people. If you make a video that goes viral with people who are bored, curious, or just doom scrolling, you will probably get views. You might even get subscribers. But that doesn't mean those people are ever gonna buy from you, join a community, book a call, use your templates, or see you as the person who can help them solve a problem. Basically, they're not gonna reach into their wallets and give you money to help solve the problem. They might just like the video. And that's what happened with my main channel. The videos got attention, but the audience wasn't built around a clear problem that I could help solve in a bigger way. People liked the content, but I didn't have a real path from viewer to customer. I didn't have a clear product. I didn't have a clear offer. I didn't have a clear reason for the audience to see me as someone they should pay for help. I did have a big channel, and I had a big audience, and I had a lot of things going well for me there, but I didn't really have a business. And that difference is really everything when you're trying to make money off of YouTube. This is where the creator economy gets misunderstood by a lot of new creators. Most people think creators make money because YouTube pays them for views. That does happen, and ads can be pretty nice. Again, I made the couple $1,000s from ads, so I'm not gonna pretend that ads are worthless. But ads should be treated like extra cash. They should not be the entire plan. If your whole business model is saying, I hope the algorithm picks up my videos and YouTube pays me enough this month, you're putting yourself in a tough spot. Because to get that, you need constant views, constant uploads, strong ad rates, good watch time, and the platform has to keep pushing your videos. If one video underperforms, your income can take a significant hit. If your niche has low ad rates, you might need a crazy amount of views just to get decent money. That's why the creators who build real income usually aren't only depending on ads. They'll diversify their income stream. They build an audience around a problem, then they create something that helps solve that problem. That could be a paid community, coaching, a course, templates, a service, consulting, digital products, or anything else that gives the audience a clear next step to reach into their wallets. That's where money becomes a lot more predictable when you're making sales from your content. Because now you're not just hoping a platform pays you pennies for attention. You're creating value for people who already want help and are willing to pay you for that help. That's also why a smaller creator can sometimes make more money than a larger creator. For example, a creator with 5,000 of the right people can make more money than a creator with 100,000 random people, because the smaller audience might actually trust them for a specific thing and buy products. Those 5,000 people might be beginner YouTubers who need help growing. They might be business owners who need content strategy. They might be people who want to know how to get a good grade on their SAT. That kind of audience is valuable because they don't just watch. They have a problem and they want a result. And if you can help them get that result, there's a business there. That's what I wish I understood earlier. When I was building Ully, I was focused on making videos that could perform. I was thinking about titles, topics, retention, and how to keep the channel growing. And those skills matter a lot, but they're only part of the game when you're trying to build a business. The bigger question should have been, what type of person am I attracting, and what can I help that person do beyond watching another video? Because if you don't think about that early, you can accidentally build an audience that has no real connection to what you eventually want to sell. And a lot of creators do this. They build a big audience around entertainment, then later they try to sell education. For example, if you're doing a Minecraft Let's Play or a GTA Let's Play or whatever, and then all of a sudden you want to teach people how to fix their knee problems, then none of them are going to buy that because that's not why they're there. And low sales is not always because the product is bad. Sometimes it's because the audience was never built for that, like I said about the knee problem thing. If people followed you because you entertained them for free, that doesn't automatically mean they see you as someone who can help them solve a serious problem. That's the lesson I learned on my channel. I don't just want random views anymore, I want to get the right attention. That's why I'm starting this channel from zero. This time, the plan is different from the beginning. The audience is going to be creators, YouTubers, business owners, and people with skills who want to use social media to build income. The content is going to be about getting views, but not just any views. It'll be about getting views from people who actually care about the thing you can help them with. Because making money from social media isn't only about posting a lot. It's also about becoming useful to a specific group of people. If you're a beginner YouTuber, you don't just need motivation. You need to know what videos to make, how to package your ideas, how to keep people watching, and how to build trust over time. If you're a business owner, you don't just need to post more. You need content that makes the right customers understand why they should care. If you're someone with a skill, you don't just need followers. You need to turn that skill into a clear offer that people can actually buy. That is the creator economy that I am focusing on now. My mentality is no longer just get famous and hope the money shows up. That's what gets a lot of people stuck, and that's why a lot of people quit. They post and then they start praying. They hope one video hits. They hope subscribers come. They hope AdSense pays enough. They hope they'll figure out the business later. But if you figure out the business too late, you might realize you spent years building the wrong audience. Unfortunately, at that point, it's probably too late. A viral video can grow your channel, but it can also pull in people who don't match your real goal. A big subscriber count can make you look successful, but it doesn't always mean you have buyers. 1 million views can feel amazing, and it did, it really did. But if there's no path after the video, most of that attention disappears. And that also did happen. That's why I'd rather start over with a better plan than keep trying to force an old audience into a new direction. With Ully, I built attention first and thought about the business later. With this channel, I'm building around the business from the start. That doesn't mean every video is gonna be a sales pitch. Nobody wants to hear or watch that. It just means every video has a purpose. Every video is meant to attract the right person, teach something useful, build trust, and lead toward a bigger idea. And that bigger idea is simple. You can use social media to turn your skills into income, but you have to build the right audience on purpose. That is what this channel is going to be about. I'm going to talk about how to get more views, how to come up with better video ideas, how to package content, how to build trust, how to think about offers, how to create products, and how to turn attention into something more than just views. Because I've already had the numbers. I know what it feels like to see a video take off. I know what it feels like to gain thousands of subscribers. I know what it feels like to make money from ads. And I also know what it feels like to look back and realize the same time and energy could have been pointed at a much better business. So yes, I'm starting from zero again, but I'm not starting from scratch. I'm starting with the lessons from 38,000 subscribers, 2 million views, and the mistake of building attention without a clear enough income path. This channel is me doing it the right way. If you're trying to grow on YouTube, build on social media, or turn your skills into money, make sure to subscribe. I'm going to show you how to build an audience that does more than just watch. I'm going to show you how to build an audience that can actually become income. And if you want to see more information on how to start making real money on YouTube, you can click the video on your screen right now.